451 pips if we go off what my broker statement says, but because it's on the Nasdaq, I'm going to call it 45 pips in comparison to the S&P, just because there's an extra digit, 451. So yeah, it was CPI today. You know, I was just mainly watching from yesterday what we were looking at. Got this area of imbalance here on the 1 hour that we traded up into for the news release at 8:30 New York. So I'll just mark that out quickly. So like we see here, we also had a nice sweep of buy side liquidity. So once again, the model that we saw yesterday did play out again today, with the overall higher time frame bullish sentiment, which is lovely to see. Let's have a look. Stick that in the middle. Yeah, we'll do that. This isn't an order block, so I'm just going to change the template on this. Fair value gap. There we go. So yeah, coming up from yesterday, I just basically wanted to see what the news reaction was going to be. I didn't trade on the 8:30 news release. As you can see here, that is this candle. Completely took this out, traded up, and then on the 5-minute chart, we had this displacement here. Can I hide that? Lock that in place. Does that make a difference? Okay, brilliant. Right, so unlock that. So yeah, we had trade up into this imbalance. This again, I was just waiting. 9:30 opens here. We trade up again from opening price. Overall bearish bias with this higher time frame downtrend and all the higher time frame downtrend and all of the tariff news and that going on at the moment. So I did want to catch a quick move just at work. My initial target or the idea was that we would fill in this imbalance at least created by the data that came out at 8:30 or 12:30 New York. Was that 1:30 now? Yeah, 1:30 New York, 8:30. I've got that all modeled up. Ignore me. But yeah, we got the market open here. Price comes up. Doesn't take that. We push down. We displace this here and here. So the bodies of these candles are now both taken. We did see a few wicks come in. It was a bit of a difficult one at first because I was initially trading on the 1 minute time frame. So, you know, let's have a look. On the 1 minute, this was what I was basically looking at to take these lows, which would have been very nice. It would have been a nice risk to reward. So we had fair value gap created here, trade back up into it. This would have been ideal entry really from here with the stop up here, short the whole session, 2 standard deviations, boom, lovely trade. But I wanted a bit more confirmation, and we had a similar pattern here where we traded further down and took these lows here, and you know, just about there. We did trade back up into this fair value gap right here, and then this is where my entry was. I was sort of hovering around my entry time because I didn't set a limit, just because I wanted to see what was going on at the time and how the trade was going to move. I was kind of anticipating that we might see something like this, or maybe even a further push up, just because of the fact that, you know, on the well, I don't have the fib on this, but on the S&P, we are still sort of sitting around in this optimal trade entry bullish zone for the higher time frame on the daily chart. So I'm kind of in the mix of, you know, the overall bias is bearish, but that range, you know, we could see a push back up the other way. So yeah, like I say, the fib was drawn out here, this candle high to the body of this here, the manipulation range after the news, and then that gives us our targets: 1 standard deviation, 1.5, 2 standard deviations. Whilst I was trading here, I did close early here just to secure profits, and at the time I had trimmed down the SL, so the risk to reward would have actually been, at the time, a 1.28 risk to reward. So it wasn't massive today, but you know, it's enough. We'll take the profits, and then yeah, you can see price comes back up. It would have taken me out if I hadn't closed. So that's fine. I'm happy with today. We did just trade back above equilibrium, and then it just completely pushed down, taking out these low. Oh, hang on a minute. Took out this, filled this imbalance down here very nicely, and then we see the push up following 11 a.m. New York, going into the lunchtime retracement, and now it's accumulating. PM session is going to be well underway, but yeah, just a quick trade today. I think I made £34, £35 on this, so it's not too bad. It's not amazing, but yeah, just a bit more confidence in the model next time is needed, and then ideally the entry would have been up here in the optimal trade zone of the manipulation range post news. So I'm not going to spend too long on this right now. Yeah, just a quick review. Good stuff today. Happy with the trade.